Yeah, look, we're going to get into the draft. Just get 30 seconds.
Here's the beauty of LCA.
Fun.
When you finally get a winning team in there,
It'll be great.
It'll be loud and the crowd will be exciting. I mean, you saw that with the
But
Wings.
I'm saying the NBA survey, 16% say it's the worst place to play. Why? There ain't nobody there. then they have the audacity to tell you they were 16th in attendance. Yeah. But then the Monty Williams portion, you pay this guy $13 million a year. He doesn't even want to be here, and he receives he's top 3 in league at don't want to play for that guy.com.
Well, maybe they can get a certain Sixer to come here and play for him.
Tobias.
Yeah.
Oh, he's coming. It's happening. Let's get
playoffs are showing you every reason why you don't want it. But okay.
Exactamundo. Benito for 3. All right, let's do this. So we wanted to try to have some fun with this. Predicting Brad Holmes is impossible, and that's a good thing. And he takes quality football players. I think whatever differences, in the fan base or with us here at the station or specific to this show have in free agency, I think we're all on the same page with the draft. We're good, especially after last year where he defied every draft rule and it still worked out. The point I wanted to make is let's have some fun. And we're not going to bicker about a bunch of players you guys don't watch. No, we're going to narrow it down. So when I tell you Rico has a notepad out, he has a notepad. Now, I don't know if that was for fear of bad Wi-Fi or what.
It was called the backup.
But we are calling this, Dan, that's a big Raz. We joked around yesterday about the RAS. Do you have elite RAS, relative athletic score? Because seemingly if there's something Brad Holmes is looking for, you better have elite RAS. Now, the other thing it seems is, has Brad Holmes attended your pro day? Not was it one of the pre-draft interviews.
Right.
The interviews, they seemingly don't draft you. It's the pro day and that elite RAS. So with that, Rico has the best combination of both to see if we can come to a consensus grouping that one of X amount of players, one of these guys will be the pick. Are we taking this serious? Absolutely not.
Right.
Are we having fun with it? Absolutely. So, Rico, floor is yours.
Well, Mike, based off of what you said, RAS score, did he attend your pro day? I think the best scenario that we could see for the Lions to do would be, you would be happy, a lot of people would be happy, they would trade up. The Lions will trade up and go and get a corner. But, David, it's not your guy. It's not Quinyon Mitchell.
No.
He had a high – Quinyon Mitchell had a high RAS score.
How high?
He was the second best corner.
Elite RAS.
But I think he will go after and get somebody that fits that combination from Alabama.
Terrion Arnold.
It would not be Kool-Aid McKinstry. Arnold had the 9th highest score. Kool-Aid, on the other hand, was on page 3.
Okay, so just subpar RAS.
Right. Whereas Arnold had a 9.27. Kool-Aid was at a 7.54.
Oh, man.
So,
he was a 7.54. Gator was a 7.53.
Now,
that is subpar RAS.
Now, here's another corner, though, that could go. Top corner in the RAS score?
Let's hear it.
Cooper DeJean.
Elite RAS.
Iowa. And I think with the new kickoff rule,
elite returner.
He will be a weapon for you.
Isn't he kind of like Brian Branch 2.0?
Yeah.
Little bit of corner, little bit of safety, absolute dog, cerebral.
Yep.
RAS.
From Iowa, he's got a history of taking Iowa players.
So let me do this. I want to throw this number out. Give me the list of players that have both elite RAS and were paid a visit by Brad Holmes. I want this grouping, and then I want to know, are you comfortable right now as a fan if the pick comes from this grouping? 248-539-9797. Now, I will type these because I don't know why you're doing this Ben Franklin routine over there with the – oh, man, he putting his Ben Franklin glasses on. He's got the notepad. You want me to light a candle for you while we're at it? Elite Raz.
Now,
All right.
now somebody who may or may not –
Hold on. DeJean. Arnold. Now, hold on. Here's my question. Do you have to have a top 5 Raz score at the position to be considered elite Raz?
Yes.
Number 9 is not elite
think
Raz.
so.
No, but he was also at the pro day.
I need both.
Oh.
We are drilling down on both. You need both if you are going to be graced by Brad Holmes' 3-piece suit on the first round of draft night.
Well, then I'm going to need some help from David because, David, I've been trying to see, did Holmes go to the Texas pro day?
I will find out for you momentarily.
Keep going.
Because
but
that
Cooper
may be it.
DeJean has both.
Cooper DeJean. Now, somebody who does not make this because he didn't qualify because he didn't participate in the 40-yard dash, 3-cone drill, or 20-yard shuffle is Jackson Powers Johnson. He does not have a Raz score.
Incomplete Raz.
So he's nowhere to be found. So this would be all on Brad.
Pro day?
No, I don't. If
If he didn't go to the pro day and he has incomplete Raz, that would be an outlier. That just would not be how we've done things.
So
Okay, keep going. Who else has elite? Now, what about Barton, the guard center from Duke, elite Raz?
he's number 1 when it comes to
Was he at pro day?
offensive guards. Was he at pro day? I don't know if he went to the pro day.
David, we're going to need a check-in on the Duke pro day.
Because Bama let everybody know that he was there. Like certain teams let people know who came
He
to
was
their
at
pro days.
Bama, he was at Colorado. He was at FAU, Fresno, Syracuse, Penn State. Yeah, there's a lot of here. Toledo, Texas. He was at Texas.
Okay.
Fresno pro day. What does he want? Smog?
So now that changed because he was at the Toledo pro day. David, now you're back on the list.
Timeout.
Yes, I am.
Oh, not until I check on that Raz.
Number 2,
Oh,
Quinyon Mitchell,
Quinyon.
9.79.
Elite Raz. All right, Texas.
Was he at Texas, David?
Yes.
Yes, he was.
Well, his mama called him Adane, but Mike calls him A.D. Mitchell.
It is A.D. Mitchell. I'm not doing the name change.
A.D. Mitchell,
Elite Raz?
number 1 wide receiver, Raz score.
Oh. Intergalactic Raz.
May not have to even trade up to get him. He is there. Penn State.
Oh, no.
I'm doing the chopping motion, folks.
Where's he on the Raz?
He's number 1.
Oh, my God. Chop Robinson is on the Raz. Now, here's the problem. People, before you call in, I don't think you can call Chop Robinson a defensive end. I'm not being a stickler. He's really more of an outside linebacker. That doesn't mean they wouldn't take him. It just means please do not think he's putting his hand in the dirt 60 times a game. And I don't really think Chop's going to be able to cover anybody. But if you want to get him and you think he is this pass rush deluxe, Chop, combo meal, elite Raz,
Right.
and a Brad Holmes pro day.
Right.
All right, so we got 4 names on the list. Who
Right.
else?
Here's one to look out for down the line. Not first rounder, but because he was at Penn State and he had the number 1 Raz score for tight ends, it was Theo Johnson, the Penn State tight end. So somebody in that 3rd, 4th round,
Man,
Theo will be there.
okay.
I'm just saying.
I'm not doing this.
Okay, no. I'm just saying since we were talking.
I'm dealing in
Penn
elite
State.
Raz and first round grade.
Theo had elite Raz. Theo had the 7th overall Raz score.
David,
All positions.
any other
Yes.
pro days, or are we going with this 4-pack of names?
I think you should go with the 4-pack. There's not really much left here where you would get elite players.
And I will also say, going back to what we talked about for a certain wide receiver, Keon Coleman, he was on page 3 of the Raz scores for wide receivers.
Subpar Raz.
So.
Here's the question, fellas. As a 5th name, is there someone with
Yes.
the Raz and a pre-draft interview that if we swap out the pro day visit, they would be in this club? We're creating essentially Club Raz.
Here's a name that I could see Brad Holmes sticking with the 29th pick.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people will be like, what? But you probably could have got him in the second round. Is Braden Fisk. Second highest defensive tackle RAS score, and they interviewed him at the draft, at the combine.
They did.
He
did not go to pro day.
He is
Yeah.
all disruption, all quicks, not a power guy. Most famous person from Michigan City, Indiana, Braden Fisk. So here is your 5-pack, and you can say yes or no. We try to make this a little fun. Are we being serious? No, man,
No.
you can't take this serious. You just got to. We're having a little fun to see, is there something with the relative athletic score and with these pro day visits? Because if you go back and you look at Gibbs or you look at Laporta and you look at the pro days and the RAS scores, that's who they're taking. Here is your club RAS. Do you believe the first round draft pick will come from this 5-pack? Cooper DeJean, call him defensive back out of Iowa. A little bit of safety, a little bit of corner. Quinyon Mitchell might be the best corner in this draft. Brought to you by Tony Pacos. A.D. Mitchell, or Adonai, or whatever the hell he's changed his name to. It's
Adonai.
A.D. Mitchell, wide receiver out of Texas. Chop Robinson, edge,
Penn State.
or Braden Fisk, Michigan City, Indiana, / Western Michigan, / Florida State. There's your 5-pack. Do you believe the winning lottery number resides right there? Or do you think this is totally ridiculous? 248-539-9797. Just trying to have some fun with it. Look, I will tell you, if the draft pick came out of that grouping of 5, I wouldn't say a thing.
No.
I would be totally good with it.
And for those, the relative athletic score, the RAS score is what we're talking about.
Get that RAS.
Brad Holmes loves getting people who have high RAS scores. If you look at all the picks that he has, and yeah, I do think that if it was like one of these 5 or the field, I would take one of these 5.
248-539-9797. I got open phone lines. I'd love to hear from you guys on it. Club RAS.